Ballistic missile.
Ballistic missile.
Ballistics.
Ballistics.
Balloon.
Balloon.
Can you help me blow up these balloons? He burst the balloon in my face.
A balloon flight over the Yorkshire moors.
A $10,000 balloon payment due in 2 years.
We'll have to get out of there before the balloon goes up.
The company's debt has ballooned in the past year.
Paul ballooned after he got married. The sheet flapped and ballooned in the wind.
Ballooning.
Ballooning.
Balloonist.
Balloonist.
Ballot.
Ballot.
The party leader is elected by secret ballot.
Workers at the plant held a ballot and rejected strike action. Only 22% of voters cast their ballots.
He won 54% of the ballot.
Train drivers are being balloted on industrial action. Staff balloted for strike action yesterday.
Ballot box.
Ballot box.
The people have expressed their views through the ballot box.
Ballot paper.
Ballot paper.
Ballot rigging.
Ballot rigging.
Ballpark.
Ballpark.
Their estimate is in the right ballpark.
He said $25,000, but it's just a ballpark figure.
Ball player.
Ball player.
Ballpoint.
Ballpoint.
Ballroom.
Ballroom.
Ballroom dancing.
Ballroom dancing.
Balls.
Balls. Balls.
Balls up.
Balls up.
Nigel made a complete balls up of the arrangements.
Ballsy.
Ballsy.
A very ballsy lady.
Bally.
Bally.
Ballyhoo.
Ballyhoo.
After all the ballyhoo, the film was a flop.
A much ballyhooed programme to recruit more police officers.
Balm.
Balm.
Lip balm.
A drive through the countryside is balm for a weary soul. A drive through the countryside is balm for a weary soul.
Balmy.
Balmy.
A balmy summer night.
Baloney.
Baloney.
Don't give me that baloney.
Balsa.
Balsa.
Balsam.
Balsam.
Balsamic vinegar.
Balsamic vinegar.
Balustrade.
Balustrade.
Bam.
He made a run for it and, bam, they shot him in the leg.
Bamboo.
Bamboo.
Bamboozle.
Bamboozle.
A survey of BAME women.
Ban.
Ban.
A total ban on cigarette advertising.
A call to lift the ban on homosexuals in the military.
Ban.
Smoking is banned in the building.
Charlie's been banned from driving for a year.
The banning of trade unions.
Banal.
Banal.
Conversations about the most banal subjects.
Banana.
Banana.
Banana peel.
Banana peel.
Banana Republic.
Banana Republic.
Bananas.
Bananas.
Mum went bananas when I said I was going to leave nursing.
Banana skin.
Banana skin.
This government has an unhappy knack of slipping on banana skins.
Banana split.
Banana split.
Band.
Band.
The band was playing old Beatles songs. I grew up playing in rock bands. Smith joined the band in 1989. They formed a band when they were still at school. The entertainment includes a disco and live band. Interviews with band members.
A small band of volunteers. Bands of soldiers. Interest rates stayed within a relatively narrow band.
People within the $20,000 to $30,000 income band.
Papers held together with a rubber band.
A slim gold band on her finger. The birds have a distinctive blue band around their eyes. A thin band of cloud.
Band.
After valuation, properties will be banded in groups of £20,000 or more.
Local people have banded together to fight the company's plans.
Bandage. Bandage. Bandage.
The nurse bandaged up his sprained ankle.
Band-aid.
Band-aid.
This idea is criticized by some as a band-aid solution.
Bandana.
Bandana.
B&B.
B&B.
A small B&B in the Cotswolds.
Banded.
Banded.
Banded snakes. A heavy door banded with steel.
Bandit.
Bandit.
They travelled 30 miles through bandit country.
Band leader.
Band leader.
Bandmaster.
Bandmaster.
Bandolier.
Bandolier.
Bandsman.
Bandsman.
Bandstand.
Bandstand.
Bandwagon.
Bandwagon.
The Keep Fit bandwagon started rolling in the mid-80s. I don't want to look as if I'm jumping on a green bandwagon.
Bandwidth.
Bandwidth.
Bandy. Bandy.
Many names have been bandied about in the press as the manager's replacement.
Bane.
Bane.
Drugs are the bane of the inner cities. Her brother is the bane of her life.
Baneful.
Baneful. Bang. Bang.
There was a loud bang outside the kitchen door.
A bang on the head.
Stock markets started the year with a bang.
Are taxpayers getting enough bang for their buck?
Stop banging on the door.
She banged her fist on the table.
The baby kept banging the table with his spoon.
She banged the phone down. He banged a teapot on the table.
I ran out, banging the door behind me.
The window banged shut.
I fell and banged my head on the pavement.
The gate keeps banging in the wind. We could hear them banging about upstairs.
I wish he wouldn't keep banging on about politics.
Banged up old Buick.
The train arrived bang on time.
The technology is bang up to date.
Is that right? Bang on. Bang goes my brilliant plan.
I skidded and went bang into the wall. Bang, bang, you're dead.
Banger.
Banger.
Bangers and mash.
An old banger.
Banging. Banging. That party was banging.
Bangle.
Bangle.
Bang up.
Bang up.
Banish.
Banish.
I was banished to a distant corridor.
Thousands were banished to Siberia.
They tried to banish the memory from their minds.
Banister.
Banister.
Banjo.
Banjo.
Bank.
Bank.
We have very little money in the bank.
Barclays Bank.
A bank loan.
I have to go to the bank at lunchtime.
The banks of the River Dee.
The riverbank.
A fog bank. Banks of mist. She was sitting on a grassy bank. Steep banks of snow. Banks of flowers.
Banks of TV monitors.
Check out Omar's new car. The brother must be making bank.
Some young people turn to the bank of mum and dad when they want to buy a house.
Bank.
Did you bank that check? Who do you bank with?
I've always banked at First Interstate.
The plane banked and circled back towards us.
Snow was banked up on either side of the road. Banked clouds promised rain.
Josie banked up the fire to last till morning. I was banking on being able to get some coffee on the train.
Bankable.
Hollywood's most bankable stars.
Bank account.
Bank account.
I'd like to open a bank account.
Bank balance.
Bank balance.
Bank book. Bank book.
Bank card.
Bank card.
Bank draft.
Bank draft.
Banker.
Banker.
Banker's card.
Banker's card.
Banker's draft.
Banker's draft.
Banker's order.
Banker's order.
Bank holiday.
Bank holiday.
Next Monday is a bank holiday.
Banking.
Banking.
The international banking system.
Bank manager.
Bank manager.
Banknote.
Banknote.
Bank rate.
Bank rate.
Bankroll.
Bankroll.
A software company bankrolled by the Samsung Group.
Bankroll.
Bankrupt.
Bankrupt.
The firm went bankrupt before the building work was completed. In 1977, he was declared bankrupt.
Mr. Trent lost his house when he was made bankrupt.
17 years of war left the country bankrupt.
A bankrupt electrical company.
The opposition attacked the government as morally bankrupt.
Bankrupt.
John's had been nearly bankrupted through a failed business venture.
Bankrupt.
Bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy.
In 1999, it was revealed that he was close to bankruptcy.
When inflation rises, so do bankruptcies.
The moral bankruptcy of terrorism.
Bank statement.
Bank statement.
Band.
Band.
Leaders of the banned party were arrested last night.
He was suspended for using a banned substance.
Banner.
Banner.
The onlookers were shouting, cheering, and waving banners. She never felt the need to carry the banner of feminism. They marched under the banner of equal educational opportunity.
The oil-producing countries joined together under the banner of OPEC.
Banner ad.
Banner ad.
Banner headline.
Banner headline.
The front page banner headline read, "Disgraced police chief to stand trial."
Banner year. Banister.
Banister.
Bands.
Bands.
Banoffee pie.
Banoffee pie.
Banquet.
Banquet.
A state banquet.
Banqueting hall.
Banqueting hall.
Banshee.
Banshee.
She was screaming like a banshee.
Bantam.
Bantam.
Bantamweight.
Bantamweight.
Banter.
Banter.
Easy banter between her cousins. I watched the guys as they bantered with the waitresses.
Bap.
Bap.
Baptism.
Baptism.
The campaign has been a baptism of fire.
A baptismal font.
Baptist.
Baptist.
Baptize.
Baptize.
He was baptized a Roman Catholic. She was baptized Jane.
The bar.
The bar. He retired after 25 years at the bar. The State Bar of California.
The hotel has a licensed bar.
A cocktail bar.
Public bar was crowded.
They stood at the bar.
A chocolate bar.
A candy bar.
A bar of soap.
Houses with bars across the windows.
Her killer was finally put behind bars. A few bars of the song.
I could see no bar to our happiness.
The main menu bar at the top of the screen.
The toolbar.
The ball hit the bar.
Bar.
They seized his passport and barred him from leaving the country. She ran back, but Frances barred her way.
A locked gate barred my entrance to the wood. We had recorded the whole album bar one track.
He's the most talented actor in the country, bar none. He's the most talented actor in the country, bar none.
Bob.
Barb.
Barbarian.
Barbarian.
The Roman Empire came under severe pressure from the barbarians across the Rhine.
The youths were described as uncivilized barbarians who savagely attacked innocent victims.
Barbaric.
Barbaric.
The way the whales are killed is nothing short of barbaric.
Barbarism.
Barbarism.
Cultural barbarism.
Barbarity. Barbarity.
The medieval barbarity of putting people in prison for debt.
Barbarous.
Barbarous.
The trade in exotic birds is barbarous.
A savage, barbarous people.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
We had a barbecue on the beach.
Barbecued chicken.
Barbed.
Barbed.
A barbed comment on his appearance.
Barbed wire.
Barbed wire.
A high barbed wire fence.
Barbell.
Barbell.
Barber.
Barber.
Barbershop.
Barbershop.
A barbershop quartet.
Barbie.
Barbie.
Barbie doll.
Barbie doll.
Bar billiards.
Bar billiards.
Barbiturate.
Barbiturate.
Barber.
Barber.
Bar chart.
Bar chart.
Barcode.
Barcode.
Bard.
Bard. Bard.
Bear.
Bear.
A ragged child with bare feet.
She felt the warm sun on her bare arms.
The trees soon gave way to bare rock.
She looked round her tiny bare room.
A bare wood staircase. The newspaper had simply published the bare facts.
He got 40%, a bare pass.
The room had the bare minimum of furniture. Her bag was light, packed with only the bare essentials.
If you ask her about herself, she gives only the barest of details. We have outlined only the bare bones of the method. When the river is low, vast stretches of sand are laid bare. Historical writing which seeks to lay bare the true nature of an event.
He had killed a man with his bare hands. The dog bared its teeth.
He bared his back to the hot sun.
Check out this new game. It's bare hard. His dad's got bare money.
Bare-assed.
Bare-assed.
Bareback.
Bareback.
He'd been riding bareback all his life.
Barefaced.
Barefaced.
Why are you telling such barefaced lies?
Barefoot.
Barefoot.
He walked barefoot across the sand.
Bareheaded.
Bareheaded.
You can't go out bareheaded in this weather.
Barely.
Barely.
She was very old and barely able to walk.
Mary had barely enough money to live on. His voice was barely audible.
She could barely understand English.
She was barely aware of his presence. Joe and his brother are barely on speaking terms.
Graham had barely finished his coffee when Henry returned.
Nowadays the village has barely 100 inhabitants.
Barf.
Barf.
Barfly.
Barfly.
Bargain.
Bargain.
There are no bargains in the clothes shops at the moment.
It's an attractive little home, and I think it's a bargain. That second-hand table was a real bargain.
Good watches don't come at bargain prices. Bargain hunters queued outside the store for hours.
Management and unions have struck a bargain over wage increases. I've kept my side of the bargain, and I expect you to keep yours. I've kept my side of the bargain, and I expect you to keep yours.
I am now tired, cold, and hungry, with a headache into the bargain.
Workers bargaining for better pay.
They bargained over the level of wages. Women bargaining with traders. He's the hardest bargainer in the business.
They hadn't bargained for such a dramatic change in the weather.
I hadn't bargained on being stuck in traffic on the way home.
The thief got more than he bargained for, as Mr. Cox tripped him up with his walking stick.
Bargain basement.
Bargain basement.
Bargaining.
Bargaining.
The government would not intervene in private sector wage bargaining.
The 4% pay raise was the result of some hard bargaining. Most new artists and bands aren't in a strong bargaining position. This will increase the bargaining power of management in wage negotiations.
Bargaining chip.
Bargaining chip.
Barge.
Barge. Barge.
She ran outside, barging past bushes and shrubs. She barged her way through the shopping crowds.
George barged into my office without knocking. Sorry to barge in on your evening, James said.
Bargee.
Bargee.
Barge pole.
Barge pole.
Bar graph.
Bar graph.
Bar hop.
Bar hop.
Bariatrics.
Bariatrics.
Barista.
Barista.
Baritone.
Baritone.
A famous baritone.
Can you sing the baritone?
Barium.
Barium.
Bark.
Bark.
The dog always barks at strangers.
Don't just stand there, give me a hand, she barked at the shop assistant.
Sexual assaults on women. Sexual assaults on women.
The police spent 3 months barking up the wrong tree on the murder investigation. I barked my shin against the step.
Amy's voice was a hoarse bark.
Barkeeper.
Barkeeper.
Barker.
Barker.
Barking mad.
Barking mad.
Barley.
Barley.
Barley sugar.
Barley sugar.
Barley water.
Barley water.
Barley wine.
Barley wine.
Barmaid.
Barmaid.
Barman.
Barman.
Bar mitzvah.
Bar mitzvah.
Barmy.
Barmy.
That's a balmy idea.
Barn.
Barn.
A huge barn of a house.
Barnacle.
Barnacle.
Barn dance.
Barn dance.
Barnet.
Barnet.
Barney.
Barney.
Barnstorm.
Barnstorm.
Barnstorming.
Barnstorming.
A barnstorming speech.
Barnyard.
Barnyard.
Barometer.
Barometer.
The skin is an accurate barometer of emotional and physical health.
Baron.
Baron.
Drug barons.
Conservative press barons like Beaverbrook.
Baroness.
Baroness.
Baronet.
Baronet.
Baronetcy.
Baronetcy.
Baronial.
Baronial.
A splendid baronial house.
Barony.
Barony.
Baroque.
Baroque.
Furnished in a Baroque style.
Bark.
Bark.
Barrack.
Barrack.
At the 1965 Newport Folk Festival, Bob Dylan was barracked for using electric instruments.
Barrack.
Barracks.
Barracks.
Barracuda.
Barracuda.
Barrage.
Barrage.
A barrage of anti-aircraft fire. A barrage of questions.
Barrage balloon.
Barrage balloon.
Bard.
Bard.
Red barred tail feathers.
Barrel.
Barrel.
The wine is aged in oak barrels.
Barrels of beer. 2 million barrels of oil.
The manager has us over a barrel. Either we work on a Saturday or we lose our jobs.
Life is not exactly a barrel of laughs at the moment.
A vehicle barreled out of a shopping center and crashed into the side of my car.
Barrel-chested.
Barrel-chested.
Barrel organ.
Barrel organ.
Barren.
Barren.
Thousands of years ago, the surface was barren desert.
The sports hall was a rather barren concrete building.
I scored 5 in the first 7 games, but I've had a bit of a barren patch since then.